Welcome to Tech Cadence. Today I'll be reviewing the iPhone 13 mini. I definitely recommend this phone for most people, especially if you carry your phone in your pocket. The two primary reasons, in my opinion, to consider a different iPhone is if you do a lot of content creation or if you would like to have the telephoto lens that comes with the Pro cameras. I would say the iPhone 13 mini is my favorite smartphone that I've ever had. So for the last 6 years, the iPhone I've had has been this size. I had the 7 Plus for 3 years, and then I had the 11 Pro Max for 3 years. As you can see, the difference between the 13 mini and the Pro Max is massive. One thing that's great about the 13 mini is doing little tasks throughout the day are so much better and easier. For example, running errands, going to a concert or a sporting event. So many times now, tickets are on our phone, and it's just so quick and easy to get out of your pocket for scanning or using Apple Pay. Using the phone as a GPS really surprised me in how good of an experience that was. I wasn't sure how it would be going from the Pro Max size to the mini in terms of viewing the GPS in my car, but I actually like it better. Another thing that surprised me with the 13 mini, that I really don't mind watching video on it. I really thought it would be a downgrade to go from the Pro Max size to the mini. It wasn't that big of a difference for me, and there actually has some benefits to the mini. So if I'm cleaning, for example, and I'm in different rooms and I'm watching a video, if I'm doing dishes and then I go to fold laundry, the 13 mini is so easy to just move from room to room and just pick up and take it with me and carry it around the house. One of the main ways I use my phone is for music, and the 13 mini is fantastic for listening to music because it's so small to have in your pocket that it's easy to carry around. It's easy to get in and out of your pocket, as well as if it's setting down, it's easy to pick up and change songs. Now, the number one feature that I wish the 13 mini had that it doesn't is the telephoto lens. I like to take photos, I like to take videos. I do wish I could zoom in. For me personally, the only two iPhones I would consider out of the current iPhone lineup, I would consider the 13 mini and I would consider the 6.1 inch smaller sized 14 Pro. But keep in mind, the price difference between the mini and the Pro is very substantial. If you're doing a lot of content creation, then I would possibly consider the Pro phones for the telephoto lens and action mode and some of the other features that the Pro models have. I don't miss the larger screen for almost everything I do, but it is nice when you're editing photos or videos and you're trying to just be precise in what you're doing, as well as if you're doing a lot of photography. Using the camera on the mini is kind of nice. It's very discreet. It's very quick and easy to get in my pocket. I can take a quick photo. But if you're really doing, like if you have a hobby of photography, then you might want a bigger screen because it is nice to be able to see as much detail as possible for the photos you're getting, as well as you have the best cameras if you get the Pro models. I do want to mention there is one oddity with the camera on the 13 mini that isn't exclusive to the 13 mini. I know that other iPhones in the iPhone 13 lineup had this. I don't know if the regular iPhones in the 14 lineup have this, but when you take a photo up close, it gets blurry. There's workarounds. You can start further away and then zoom in with your hands. It's not a big deal. I didn't even notice the issue for several months after I had the phone, but it is something to be aware of. But to my knowledge, the only way to get around that issue is to get the Pro models. I will say the iPhone mini isn't the best for texting. For me, my hands get a little cramped on the smaller screen if I'm sending a long text. It's fine for short text. It's easy to work around that. You can use your voice or use a different device. I haven't had any issues with battery life. I charge the phone every night. It's never ran out by the end of the day. Battery life is heavily dependent on your use case, how you use the phone, how often the screen is on, things like that. I prefer to use the 13 mini without a case. I did get a Apple silicone case on clearance. It has a lip that goes over the phone and it just kind of takes away from the easier experience. And also by not using a case, I'm able to get the true tactile feel of the buttons, and I just think that's a lot better experience when I'm adjusting the volume than when you have a case covering the volume dials. I use a MagSafe PopSocket attached directly onto the phone, which, by the way, the box of the MagSafe PopSocket says not to do, but I've been doing it and I think it's a fantastic experience. It guarantees that the PopSocket sticks squarely in the phone. It's great for watching video. It has it set a little bit off the ground, so it's just really easy to grab. It also greatly expands the ways you can hold the phone. I mean, you're talking easy one-handed operation, either hand. There's just so many ways to operate the phone that it's a way better experience. Just a heads up, if you do decide to attach a MagSafe PopSocket directly to the phone, it does leave a little bit of a mark I don't know if you can see it on my phone. My phone is colored midnight. It leaves a little bit of a ring. You can clean it up so you almost can't see it, but it is still there. For me, it's worth it. So just please be aware, if you attach the MagSafe PopSocket directly to the phone, it probably will leave a little bit of a mark. So in conclusion, the 13 mini is a great phone. It's my favorite smartphone that I've ever had. It's a great combination of functionality and portability. To me, it strikes a really good balance with that. I wish it still had the telephoto lens. I think for most people, the 13 mini will be great. It's definitely not too small. In my experience, the 13 mini works great for pretty much every task. And in many tasks, it's actually better. I think that's it. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.